Okay, let me be very direct. You know what? That's the wrong word. Let me be blunt. The subject I'm going to discuss in this video is not very algorithm friendly. In fact, I only found a small group of people that really discuss this openly across social media and the internet abroad. And where it started for me was when I hit 100,000 subscribers earlier this month, October 2025, on this channel. I got excited. I got stoked. It was like, holy crap, I'm on my way. If I can do it once, I can do it multiple times. It was like I got this big surge of like ambition and energy. It was wonderful. And then it got even better when I received the email that said, by the way, you're going to get a silver play button. And I'm like, I just super excited. As I was putting in all the information to get the silver play button actually delivered here, things started popping in my head. And I'm like, you know what? There's things that aren't talked about enough on social media about social media. You know, we throw flames at each other about, oh, you know, it's women's fault about dating. It's men's fault about dating. It's this fault about marriage. This fault about politics. And there's so much divisiveness that the subject that I'm going to talk about seems to be lost in the algorithm somewhere because it's not sexy. So what happened? Well, I started realizing that there's a dark side to this. And the biggest dark side that I see is that I'm 41 years old. You know, I'm single. And it's like all of a sudden now I made it to a certain point and it's only going to grow from here. And I've started to notice that I cut people off quicker. So I'll give you an example. There was a young lady that I was interested in being friends with. Nothing more, nothing less, just a platonic friend. And this platonic friend started throwing up red flags everywhere. And I was like, you know what? We're just friends. We're just friends. We're just friends. But even being friends, it was like, as soon as this young lady started seeing some success from me on YouTube and TikTok and Facebook, once she kind of discovered what I was building, now all of a sudden there were like things that were being asked for, like there was an entitlement, like it was crazy. And I kind of just thought in my head, this is going to be difficult. The most difficult part about success is people didn't want to be there with me when I was living in a car. Nobody wanted to be there when my marriage fell apart. Nobody wanted to be there when the economy took a crap and I lost my $250,000 a year job. Nobody wanted to be there when I was at my worst. In fact, I was a leper. But now that I'm building back some success, and I mean, I'm not killing it. We're making 15, 20 grand a month. You know, this channel makes about 4 because it's mostly short form content. It's not like I'm getting 1 million views on every long form video. It's mostly like 1 million views on little 8 to 30 to 60 second videos, right? So the point of the matter is as much as success is exciting and it's going to open doors, it also comes with a warning label. And that warning label is now that I've reached halfway up the mountaintop and I'm starting to have some success and some money is going to start finally being generated and rolling in. I'm going to be able to pay off debt. I'm going to be able to fix the trailer and create more content with the trailer. You know, the more that occurs, the more I think people are going to come out of the woodwork and have their hand out. And it's like, you weren't there. No one has been, I've had to do this on my own. It's like I got dumped. Girlfriends, people were dating. I was used and abused by a couple of ladies this year. And I'm like, there is a big dark side to this. I thought everybody would love to be a part of the growth, but they don't want to be a part of the growth. They want to be a part of the finish line. That it's going to get very, very lonely at the top. But I want to see what it feels like. So I'm going to keep going. There's definitely a dark side.